What's up, YouTube? Today I'm working on this 2007 Honda Odyssey, and it came in with the customer complaining of low power at times. And I'm going to show you a common problem on these. Check engine lights on too. First thing I'm going to do is read the code. P3400, valve pause system stuck off. And the first thing you're going to want to do is check your oil level, because a low oil level or very, very dirty oil can cause this code as well. So the benefit of the doubt, first thing I would do is change the oil and then reset the code. If the code comes back, then you're going to replace these two oil pressure switches, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let's get started. First thing you do is grab a flathead screwdriver, take this top cover off, now what those switches do is they help control the VTEC, the variable valve timing solenoids. They're right here on the front of the head, and there's one on the back of the head too. I'm going to go ahead and change them. I've already got my parts, the same part number for the front and the rear. Just make sure they plug in before we install them, and they do. And it's going to be a 24mm socket. Now I'm using a 24mm impact socket with a reducer to a 3/8. Now I've already done the oil change on this. Don't matter if you do it before or after. But like I said, you want to do the oil change first. If the code comes back, then you replace these sensors. It's very common on this engine. And sometimes they come with a new O-ring, but I don't guess they did this time. Nope. But that's okay. You can reuse the old O-ring. It's not leaking. Just be careful that it doesn't fall out. Most of the time they'll stick in there. But if you get a new one, take a little pick and pop that out and put the new seal in there. Just throw it in there by hand. And just snug it up. Plug it back in. Alright, now for the back one. It's a little more difficult to get to. I'm going to grab a flashlight. I should have had one. Sorry, I'm not prepared. Put my little hood light on so you can see. I've already unplugged that one earlier. It's right there. Unplug it. Try to tuck your plug out of the way if you can tuck it somewhere. Here we go. It's a 24mm. Just loosen it. Take it the rest of the way out with your hand, making sure that O-ring doesn't get stuck to the sensor and fall down somewhere. Most of the time it will stay stuck in the engine. Yeah, it's in there. There we go. Take your little insert out. That just protects it from the pin getting bent. Start it all the way till it stops spinning. And then snug her down. Like that. There you go. That's how you do it. Now, you put your cover back on. Go in there and reset the check engine light. Take it for a good test drive. Make sure the light stays off. Normally, I'll put the cover back on when I know everything's good, because if the parts are defective, which that happens often too. Sometimes you get bad parts. It happens. Go ahead and reset that light. Start the car up. Turn it off and on a few times. Now check for codes, because most of the time if it's set as pending code, it'll set it after starting it up and turn it off a couple times. But you still want to test drive it too to make sure the low power condition's gone and no codes come back while you're driving. No codes. So I'm pretty confident we're good. I'm still going to drive it and then put the cover back on when I get back from my test drive. So, also want to go under the hood. And I told you it didn't come with the O-rings. I reused them. But just to make sure you don't see no oil seeping out of them. Nice and dry. And that's how you do it. All I need to do now is just reset the oil light. Let's see if I can do that with y'all on here. There it goes. Sometimes it takes a minute. There it goes. Took forever. And let off the button, push it again. There you go, reset. Sorry it took so long. Anyway, I hope y'all find this video informative. If you haven't subscribed, please check subscribe so I can keep doing these videos. Make your life easier. Y'all have a good day. Peace out, YouTube.